things. This is what we would do, man. Because when you in that state, you in them bars, I seen people do some crazy stuff, man. And because they like they're battery. They're dumb. They're drunk. They're high. You just think of what, like it's Dunkin' Donuts. That's why they're in business. The alcohol is the party life. You need the caffeine for the daily life. You need soda in the middle. You know, it's all caffeine. It's just 5 times a day we doing Salat, and 5 times a day they getting high. Whether it's soda, coffee, aspirin, Excedrin, soda, coffee, tea. You name it. Look at, we right on the corner of Rite Aid. Why Rite Aid in business? Because everybody got to go in there. It's a legal drug. It's a legal way to get high. Yeah. Go in there and give me a bottle of cough syrup.
Instead of fulfilling your life with actual meaning, they take their life like a cup of water, right? Instead of filling up with water, they take that cup and make it into a shot glass, so it's easy to fill.
That's what it is.
And that's what those drugs do.
We was kids, guys, 6th, 7th grade. These dudes walking around with a big bottle of cough syrup. What y'all got cough syrup for? They drinking the cough syrup. Y'all drinking cough syrup? Oh man, until you get you high. Back then I was like, I ain't drinking nothing to get me high. But just, 6th, 7th grade, these guys, they were smoking weed. They were drinking cough syrup.
Like, even my college is known for people drinking all the time. That's
they snorting insecticide and all different kind of. I seen them, you know. Now y'all just way past us. I seen them just take over a can of Lysol and say, your generation is crazy. They go right in the insecticide cabinet, put a cup over it, pop some holes in it, and spray it and breathe it in. They is crazy, man. They don't even need no money to get high. They just go in anywhere there's insecticide, Lysol, or some kind of spray to get high off. They sniff anything.
You ever read the book Brave New World, 1984? There are 2 books that describe what happens in capitalism or communism over time. In Brave New World, at the very end, Leon had this drug called Soma. And you take this one pill, and it make you happy all the time. You'd have no emotion except for happiness. And people were addicted to it, like nuts.
Some bonehead ass Azor. You ever see that question and answer?
What do you say?
He says, Azor, is there homeopathic medicine that you can give me to just make me happy all day, all the time?
He asked that to Azur?
He shouldn't have asked that to Azur, because Azur didn't like that.
That's not the point.
He said that it was the first and the only time I seen Azur be a little stern with somebody. And he said that was such a silly question. Because talking about paradise or health, he was saying. So if we just take a homeopathic pill, you know, can cure this and cure that, you have a pill to just keep you happy. But Hazur didn't like the way he asked that question.
I understand.
And he said that from now on, you can't ask no more questions like the question and answers for that silly question. And he told that whoever was in charge and now...
To not show... Is that guy who said don't show his face or something? I think I remember that.
He told him from now on...
I forget.
Because he was being really silly, you know?
Yeah.
But it was like, you know, like, why is this guy, what?
Because the thing is, people don't think it. There's a really deep concept that kid, probably, I don't know, whoever it was, tripped away. Because that means so many different things. I mean...
He wasn't a kid, he was a grown man.
I'm just saying.
If it was a kid, you could have, everybody probably would have just laughed. But he was a grown man. I mean, he was a grown
If you think about it, because most people say, if you think about deeply what he was trying to ask, and what would that imply?
Well, I mean, but what's the point that if the Holy Prophet peace be upon him says, here I got a herb that you can take and everything gonna be great. We got that. It's called weed. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not the purpose of
it. You just go to life, smoke weed all day. Yo, man, life is great. Man, give me, you know, it was so stupid, and I think that's the way Azur took it. Yeah. Like, this is so silly to it. And he said, from now on, they finished. No more questions.
People think that the purpose of life is to attain happiness. I mean, they think that's the whole purpose of life, just to be happy.
Yeah, true. But he was Ahmadiyya. He was Ahmadiyya. We should have known better.
Yeah. But at the same time, people don't really look at being content, meaning that having fulfillment. And that means having everything.
They look at that because
that's what they're talking.
I mean, that's the conflict that I got sometimes. I mean, it's the example that's being shown in the world right now. That good times is the success of life. I mean, that's the example that's set on a majority right now.
Yeah.
So that means that we're a minority and there's something wrong with it. Something wrong. If Islam is the greatest religion and all this, we have the greatest prophet. What happened?
Yeah, people are, what are they taught?
Islam should be the light of that people are saying, yeah, that's the majority of us should be, But it's not. In fact, it's the only time people look at Islam, like the girl said, I ain't gonna see no beheading and stuff if I go to MTA and,
That's what the perception is.
That's what the perception, like the other guy said, he came when he said, you got any bean pie?
Yeah, but sooner or later, there's going to be a time when we can represent what Muslims are. That's the sad thing nowadays. Most Muslims who are representing Islam nowadays are the crazy Salafi ones that just are emotional on TV that people want to watch as entertainment.
They made it the faces fighting and beheading, except for God, and bean pies. Nation of Islam, what did they accomplish? Well, 1940-something, Elijah Muhammad came and established the Nation of Islam, and 50 years later, they're most famous for bean pies. Put that on YouTube. That's what it is, you know what I'm saying? You see, now everybody think you Muslim, got a bean pie? Or a machete? You got one or the other? That's it. But that's a conflict in my mind that, you have to ask the question. If God is real, and we believe He is, and the Holy Prophet, peace and blessings upon Him, He's real, and He is the greatest of the prophets. The greatest law was revealed to Him. Why is Islam is in such a state now, and this worldly stuff is at this state, seems like.
Well, this is the big question a lot of people ask, but if people have to look at it as that, if you have a gift, right, if you have a set of instructions, and you use it, you get that benefit, right? But at the same time, if you don't use it, what's going to happen?
You can't get the benefit.
And at the same time, you're going to get actually destroyed because that's the only thing you depended upon. Meaning the only thing that you had to actually help you out was Islam. The only thing Muslims had, the only thing that the Middle East had was Islam. Without that, they were desolate, decrepit, people in the desert. But because they left Islam, look at them now. They're the worst of the worst. The people that they ruled over are having them under their foot now. And that's why I laugh at a lot of people who talk about, okay, what did the Andes do? And I was like, we're doing something at least. What are you guys doing? Mm-hmm. And a fun talk about this too is like, we're the majority if you think about it. Meaning the mosque over here, there's Sunnis, right? And then there's a mosque where there's Sunnis. Are they joined together? Are they unified? Do they have any type of communication? Any other Muslim organization?
Very little.
Yeah. Is any other Muslim organization have any type of communication that matches ours at all? That's not national?
No.
No,
it's not in the United States.
Not in the Middle East.
That's what I was saying. The point I'm making is we're the majority of Muslim, not them. If you look at the sects,
they're all separate. They're all drops of rain, not connected.
No, they're not connected. They're all separate. They have no unity. They can't unite. They try to unite on this, like having a funeral burial for a person that dies. Failed. Because nobody trusts nobody with their money.
And the funny thing, even in America that happens, where not many people are united, but when something happens, when a tragedy happens, and there has to be anger unites the people, and then they get all riled up and they do something, and then...
Yeah.
Same thing with Muslims.
They protest for a few minutes and that's it.
Anti-Ahmadis, they all rally together when it's against Ahmadis, but when it comes to their own countries, their own nations, their own, a cesspool or whatever they live in right now, they can't fix that, but they want to hurt other people.